So, Luis, what brings you in today?
So I am having a difficult time because, I'm seeing someone right now,
Mhm.
and I've been seeing them for a while, and we've kind of gone through our ups and downs, but we've never really solidified like an actual relationship. And so, like I'm at this point where I've talked to this person, I've gotten to know this person, I've hung out with this person, and we've gone through our ups and downs. But I'm at this point where I'm kind of questioning whether I actually want to pursue an actual relationship with this person. And I'm not sure if it's like because I'm not in a good space right now, or it's because I actually don't like him, or I'm a little bit confused.
Okay, so if I'm hearing you correctly, what you're saying is that you've kind of started seeing someone, and you're not sure if you're either not ready for a relationship, or if it's him.
Yeah, I mean, so definitely I think that. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess addressing the question of am I ready for a relationship? Considering all of the responsibilities that I have right now.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, it's like I'm always going to have something going on.
Mhm.
So um, I don't think, I think I am in a place to be in a relationship.
Mhm.
I guess the more concerning, or the more, like the actual question is, do I actually want to be in a relationship with this person or not? Um, I do like him, and I do, admire him and look up to him. But at the same time, it's like, um, at the same time, I'm wondering, uh, do I really want to pursue this or not? Um, and so that's kind of where I'm at right now.
Okay. It seems like that would be a really tough place to be in.
It kind of is, but it's not, I don't know. At the same time, it's kind of not
Yeah.
because I find myself in these positions consistently. Like, it's not uncommon for me to kind of doubt wanting to be with someone or not,
Okay.
you know? So it's like, I feel like it might be a pattern maybe for me
Mhm.
to be in these positions. Um, right now, it's because one of the things that I keep thinking is like, I'm not feeling those kind of butterfly feelings, or like those feelings of wanting to like be with him all the time.
Mhm.
And I kind of want that. I kind of want that high. I kind of want that rush, and I kind of miss that.
So if I could stop you for a moment, we've covered a couple different things. So it seems like you are possibly ready for a relationship. You think you may be ready, but you're not sure with this particular person.
Definitely. So yes, I do think I'm in a place to be in a relationship, like it can be. But the question is a relationship gonna be with him? Like, do I actually want to be in a relationship? Um, and so again, like, if like this is not something new for me to
Mhm.
experience. Like I always kind of doubt, when I get to know someone, and I think I like them, and I do like them, but then I kind of then, in a way, back out.
Mhm. So you're recognizing like a pattern with yourself in different relationships that you try to pursue.
Yeah, so I feel that. you know, I get into a or like I meet someone or I get into a relationship and then, a couple of months in, I'm like, oh, this is not what I want. Um, I don't know if it's actually something that I don't want, or maybe it's that I have maybe a distorted way of looking at what relationships are, because I guess, I don't know, I feel like a relationship should be something good for you. But I guess I'm doing black and white thinking.
Okay. What does a good relationship look like for you?
So, a good relationship, I tend to stay away from good and bad. So I'm going to reframe it to, you know, what is a relationship that I would like is a relationship that's constructive, that's supporting, that is mature. Um, there's communication, similar goals, but also that those feelings of wanting to talk to that person not all day, but looking forward to seeing that person or getting kind of those butterflies, that excitement, kind of feeling at home with that person, kind of feeling safe, secure.
So from what you described, you haven't felt these feelings in relationships that you've tried to pursue with people?
Well, I have felt these feelings, but I guess they kind of go away pretty quickly. Um,
Tell me more about that.
well, mm, you know, when you meet someone, when I meet someone, I guess I kind of, kind of create this image of what this person might be. And, I guess it turns out that this person is not who I thought they was, or maybe not who I wanted them to be. Um, and so I feel that I, I, there's a possibility I have maybe high expectations of people, and they don't meet them, and then I get upset because they don't meet them, and then I'm not interested in them anymore. Or it's not that I don't, or it's not that they don't meet them. It's also a feeling of like, oh, I'm not really feeling attracted to this person anymore. But like, why? Because I like them, like, but I'm not. I don't know. It's weird.
Okay. So what I'm hearing right now is, go back to the very beginning from what you talked about, that you want a relationship, and you think you are ready, but you're recognizing patterns of being interested, but then kind of that interest goes away with the people that you see, and you have an understanding of what the relationship probably should look like, but it's not meeting your expectations.
Correct. Mm. And so that, like, my question would be like, is it because they're not meeting these kind of subconscious expectations that I'm not kind of attracted to them? Or is it that, or is it, so it's, these expectations, or is it that I'm not really attracted to this person? I got to know this person and I'm really not attracted to them as because I know who they kind of are now? Or is it because I'm going through a difficult time right now and I'm kind of associating this time with this person, you know? So like this period of time is not going so well, and this is a period of time that I know him.
Okay. So it seems like besides the relationship things that are going on, the difficulty, that there's also other difficulties that are going on in your life as well.
Yes.
Okay.
I am kind of, in the middle of midterms and finals and projects and extracurriculars, and I guess I'm not kind of used to this. I'm not used to being kind of living on my own. Well, not on my own, but kind of in a way. But also dealing with schoolwork and extracurriculars, and um, it's just a bit odd. It's a bit difficult.
I can see how it would be difficult. It seems like you're going through like a difficult time in your life that you're not used to.
Yes, I am going through a difficult time that I'm not used to. I do feel vulnerable, because I don't know. I feel like part of me doesn't know what I'm doing, like when it comes to like schoolwork and like managing um, extracurriculars and managing to kind of do all the other responsibilities like buy food, make food, um, buying gas, transportation, finding parking. Um, and so, I kind of, there are days where I just kind of want to kind of give up,
I can see that. I can see how hard that would be because it seems like it's a really confusing time for you with everything going on in your life, or at least a good chunk of it.
Right. It is confusing because, I don't know what to attribute these feelings to. Like, well, yeah, I guess it's just a matter of kind of figuring out my new reality. But how do I come to a consensus on what it actually is that's kind of affecting me?
Yeah.
And affecting this question, or like playing a role in this question of, do I really like this person or not? Or is it just that I'm going through a difficult time and that's what it is? Or is it, yeah, in between those two?
It sounds to me like you're kind of lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit. And like I said, I do feel like I'm in a vulnerable space right now. The type of vulnerable where you're like sick to your stomach almost, or when you just kind of need a hug all the time.
Mm-hmm.
When you just kind of want to go home and be with your family because they bring so much comfort. Be with your dogs and just kind of let go. Um, and so, yeah, at this point, it's more of like trying to make sense of this new reality, you know, school, you know, adult life, um, and kind of figuring out me.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like you're doing a lot of um, exploration of yourself, and you're going to school and trying to discover more about who you are.
I am trying to kind of learn more about myself, definitely. I am trying to um, kind of understand where these feelings are coming from, and why I'm feeling this way and how to not feel this way in a constructive manner. But I'm also, you know, exploring myself through academia.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also exploring myself through extracurriculars. And, you know, I have placed myself in, you know, out of my comfort zone. Because my comfort zone is just staying at home, doing homework, and that's it, going to school.
Mm-hmm.
My comfort zone is not doing extracurriculars. It's not, you know, doing the self-exploration, um, coming to therapy or counseling, um, and kind of talking about things that are kind of difficult for me to talk about.
Mm-hmm. So with everything that we've talked about so far, correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like you're trying to discover yourself right now. You're really busy with school, um, with being an adult. Um, Even though you may want a relationship, it seems like maybe you may not be ready.
Well, I don't think it's not that I'm not ready. I think that more of if it's a case of like, do I like this person enough to want to, or do I even like this person? Um, I mean, I do, but to be in a relationship, I'm like, I don't know. Um,
Yeah, it seems really confusing.
definitely. But you know, I'm guessing it's not something that I'm going to figure out right away. I think it's going to take some time, and I definitely don't want to make decisions based on impulses, you know, out of fear or out of discomfort. Um, kind of want to weigh it out before actually taking a decision.
Yeah, that seems like it would be like a good plan for you.
Mm-hmm.
Also, in the beginning, you talked about wanting to have that feeling of having butterflies with someone, and that it quickly goes away. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so you know, like, I think the most fun stages are like the first beginning stages where you're getting to know the person, you go on dates, but then you find out about other things that you might not like about that person. Um, and then, you know, I guess it's normal to feel those butterflies and not feel them. I feel like that might be part of the process, maybe. Um, but maybe it's, like I said, because I'm going through a difficult time and, wanting to feel those feelings is comforting. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. It seems like you're trying to discover yourself, but you're also trying to discover who you want to be with at the same time.
Right. Yeah. I am trying to figure out who I want to be. Like, I don't know, like, I'm at this stage in my life where, like, I'm becoming an adult, and it's like, I don't just want to be with someone because they're cute. Like, um, I want to be with someone because they're doing something with their life. They have goals, they have aspirations, and they're working towards them. But at the same time, it's like, well, I kind of do want to be with someone who's cute that just doesn't happen to do that.
Yeah.
Like, it's like so conflicting. It's like, do I, on one hand, be constructive about something and be with someone because, you know, they're, I do feel some attraction and I do look up to them because they have goals and they're working towards those goals? Or it's like, do I go with someone because I generally like them? They might not be doing much with their life, or they're not where I would like them to be at, but I do feel like this genuine, like, playful love thing. It's just like, what do I do?
Yeah, it's hard. It's a hard period. You're trying to figure yourself out, and you're trying to figure out the type of person you want to be with.
Yeah, that's hard. It's like, and am I doing it right? Am I doing it wrong? Did I mess up? Like,
Have you considered that maybe your feelings could be normal?
I mean, yes, they can be normal, but I feel like they're not. I know. Well, what I mean by that is that I feel like I should have it figured out by now, you know? But I just don't, and that's frustrating in itself.
Yeah, it's frustrating not to have everything figured out.
Yeah. And I feel like I'm just going in circles, and I feel like, to some extent, I don't know what I'm doing because I don't.
Yeah.
But I guess that's okay. And trying to be okay with that is something that I need to work on.
So it seems like because you're trying to figure yourself out right now, that, and correct me if I'm wrong, that you're also trying to figure out the type of person you want to be with. And you haven't figured yourself out. So maybe it's normal that you haven't figured out who you want to be with yet.
Because I haven't figured out what I really want, who I am, and what I want to do. Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't. I feel, well, I feel like I have some type of grasp on who I am, but I still am trying to decide what exactly it is that I want to do and what I want my life to be like or look like. Um, and I guess it's kind of like, what is it that I actually want um, to want my life to be, and then figuring out how to get there. Um, but I do want to meditate on, maybe I don't know who I am, because that was a little bit triggering. Um, I feel like I know. Well, who am
Yeah, I want to explore a little bit about that. Who are you?
I? I feel that. Well, you know, I'm me. I am a person who, I can be a mess sometimes, most of the times. Um, can be a mess sometimes, but like I try my best to do what I can with any given situation. I am very passionate about doing this type of work of like doing self-reflection and trying to figure out what it is that I'm feeling and why I'm feeling this and kind of healing. Um, I'm also very passionate about, other things like skincare and making YouTube videos. But I haven't done that in a while because of school, you know? And I feel like I know who I am, but I feel like I'm kind of losing my essence because of school. I like to go to the gym and be fit. I like to eat well. I like to do skincare. I like to dress nice, but I feel like I've lost all that. I've let myself lose all that because I've just been kind of prioritizing school and schoolwork. And, I can't eat as healthy as I would like to because I'm paying for school and all that stuff.
So it seems like because school has gotten so heavy, so busy, you've kind of let your outlets or what makes you you off to the wayside.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I haven't made time for them. And that's a little bit, I don't know, is it sad? Is it scary? Um,
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, um, but maybe your seeking of wanting a partner is to kind of help with balancing how you feel right now at school.
what do you mean by that?
I think because possibly you are, you're overwhelmed. Maybe you want more companionship and something to kind of make you feel better.
Definitely, yeah. Um, yeah, definitely. I think that's true. Um, it's kind of comforting to have someone to do your schoolwork with and kind of push you through. Um, so yeah, maybe it's more of wanting to be with this person for comfort